friends, today I'm going to show you in this little video of 4 or 5 minutes how to make gnocchi from scratch with love. Recipe from my cookbook, Cooking with Mama Marzia. You can buy my cookbook on my website. Hello everybody, welcome to Mama Marzia's kitchen. My name is Marzia and today we are making gnocchi di patate, potatoes gnocchi made with potato, eggs and flour. To make a gnocchi, the first thing, of course, we need potatoes. I use russet potatoes. I boil them with the skin and then I rice them with a potato ricer like this. When they're still hot, you peel them right away and you rice them with a potato ricer. This is a gorgeous tool to have in your kitchen. Okay, so the first thing to do is to boil the potatoes with the skin, peel it right away when they're still hot, rice them with a potato ricer, and then you put them on a chopping board like this. You wait until they cool down and you prepare the other ingredients, like the flour. We need 300 grams of flour, pretty much 2 cups, and usually I use 1 egg, but today I'm using 1 plus 1 egg yolk. I just made a mess here. 1 egg, pretty much 2 pounds of potatoes already mashed. The final weight is 2 pounds, 1 egg, and 2.5 cups of flour. Okay, so now you rice the potatoes and they cool down. You make like a volcano. And you're gonna throw the egg, or if you're using an egg and an egg yolk, if you use just 1 egg, the gnocchi are gonna be very soft. If you put 1 egg and 1 egg yolk, they're gonna be a little bit harder. So if I have to freeze them, they stay better. Anyway, I have my thing here. This is the volcano, the egg. Now, I'm just gonna grab a fork. I love my mother-in-law's kitchen, and I'm just gonna randomly mix everything like this, randomly. I learned this one from my mom. My mom, she's the best gnocchi maker. So now I'm just gonna start to add the flour, not all at once, a little bit at a time, like this, and you start to mix with your hand. This is a very good job to do with your family, with your kids. Gnocchi is a great activity to do with your family. It's one of the best. Of flour, and see the dough now. It starts to all together, but it's not ready yet. Definitely not ready yet because it's very crumbling and it's very dense. So we need to have something more firm and gorgeous. And you start to mix. Plus you need to have something like this or a knife, so you keep all your mess together. Like I said before, I suggest you to do this job with your kids, with your family, with your husband, with anybody. You can also do it with your neighbor if you want. You just go outside on the yard and you make a gnocchi party from far away. COVID approved. Okay, so now, still sticky. Do not try to roll it down because we need more flour. It's very, very sticky. When I touch it like this, my fingers want to stay in the dough. So it means you need more flour. Kneading again. Oh my goodness, I'm so short in this kitchen. Okay, so I had to grab a chair because I'm very short and this counter is very high. Short woman problem. So the dough is almost done. See how gorgeous it is? Now I'm just gonna finish it off to roll it out, and you can see it. Can you see it? Zoom in here. Can you see it very well? Okay, yeah, so it's beautiful. Almost done. Still, if I put my finger, they tend to come back and they don't want to stay there like before. I hope you understand. It's very difficult to make understand something like this through a video, but I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so the dough of the gnocchi dough is ready. Look how gorgeous, smooth and gorgeous it looks. We are going to try now to roll out some gnocchi. Last thing that I want to say about kneading the gnocchi, for the gnocchi, this is not like making bread or pasta where you have to knead very hard. It's more like just incorporating the flour to the potatoes and make a nice dough, but you don't have to stretch the pasta like this, like you do with the pasta. It's just gently incorporate everything together with lots of love. Of course, don't forget the secret ingredient is a sprinkle of love. Okay, when the dough is ready, just like this, it looks nice and firm, beautiful. You put it on the side, you grab your knife or your scraper and you cut a small piece just like this and you put it on your wood board. And this is actually too big, but that's okay. With your palm, you start to roll just like this, not pressing down, just gently roll, like playing with Play-Doh, let's say, if you have kids. And you make a gnocchi snake. We call it gnocchi snake. Nice and thin. We don't want to have gnocchi too chubby because otherwise when they go in the water, they kind of get bigger and then, you know. Okay, so this one, something like this. See how gorgeous and beautiful. Okay, now that you have your gnocchi snake nice and thin, with a knife or with a scraper, you start to cut the gnocchi like this. This one are, ladies and gentlemen, homemade and roll, handmade with lots of love, gnocchi, made the Italian way, but an Italian mamma. So you roll out all your gnocchi like this. I'm just gonna go slow now. And of course, you have to always sprinkle some flour and not keep them too close to each other because they stick a lot, because you know there is the eggs, remember? So my mom used to move them a lot when she used to make it. She's from Naples, and she used to gently pinch and roll. Can you zoom in, Bella, now? The thing that I'm doing. So with a small finger, you just gently press down and roll. Press down and roll. Press down and roll. I hope my mom doesn't see me now because she's gonna judge me for sure, like saying, I didn't teach you like that, you have to be more fast. Okay, you can also use a fork. I don't have a gnocchi board with me right now because I left it at my house in Langley. So what I usually do, can you zoom in? So you put the gnocco on the fork with your thumb. Sorry, my hands are very dirty, but you know, that's when you cook. And you gently press and roll, and you form these strips. So what happens when you make the sauce, the sauce is gonna be stuck to these amazing strips like this. I'm gonna show you another one again. So you put your gnocco on the fork, you gently press with your thumb, and you roll right away. You can also just do this, like this, but if you press too much, then it becomes something flat. Anyway, you can also do, kids like to do small ball like this and roll them in the fork or in a gnocchi board like this. Look how cute they are, authentic Italian. Anyway, you can do it whatever you like. Of course, when you make gnocchi, such an intense family dish, you can get together with your daughter, with your son, with your husband, with whatever, and you all roll gnocchi together like a big, amazing family. You are amazing. Make the gnocchi and let's get cooking. This is yumminess. Cheesy, right?